Привет, товарищ меня, Красная Армия 1, which is, hello comrades, my name is Red Army 1, or at least my attempt at it. This is my updated video of my M36 tunic for the Ruski Ovobodalaitsi Army. So we'll start with the things you see here. These gloves are, because I'm an officer, black. These ones, because it's getting colder outside, I don't have leather ones yet. These ones are just black. I think wool or fleece. But they still work very nicely with the uniform for right now. We have here a pair of Major, Lieutenant Colonel, and Colonel shoulder boards. In the camera, you'll see the backing is black for Pioneer, but they're more of a dark green for Mountain Troop. Because I bought these on the internet, and they were supposed to be for infantry, but for some reason they sent me Pioneer, and I didn't bother to get that fixed. So, still works though, I can still use them for now. Another medal here, a medal here, which you'll see. Iron Cross 2nd Class, World War I surplus version, as the ROA would usually get. Let's see here. And then it's all black, and then you'll see the crown up top for Kaiser Wilhelm II, a W in the middle, and then 1914 on the bottom. And then on the other side, crown and FW up top with a laurel wreath in the middle, and then 1813 for Friedrich Wilhelm I. And then this ribbon came separately with it. I had to buy it as well. And it's a Knight's Cross, Iron Cross ribbon. They'd be the exact same. You'll notice the black, white, red, white, black, and then, yeah. Oh, this would go around your neck just so that the Iron Cross was showing, and then about an inch or so of the ribbon. And that's how you wear that. This is the Iron Cross 1st Class, black with a crown up top, W in the middle for Kaiser Wilhelm, and then 1914 in the bottom. It's just a bit, it has a bit more width to it than the Iron Cross 1st Class. This one's about 3 to 4 millimeters, whereas the Iron Cross 2nd Class is about 2 to 3 millimeters. So, yeah. And then the 1st Class you would wear on your right breast pocket, about there, or on the pleat, or there. I've seen mainly it's on the pleat or a further center. Hardly any I've seen are on the outer edge of the pleat. This one is a different medal. It's not German. It's Russian. This one came with my M43 Gymnastrika for my Russian uniform. It has the red colors. I believe it's red just for victory, or red from the St. George Cross, or something rather. And then black and orange. In the camera it's black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. But in the camera it's black and yellow, but in real life it is black and orange. And that is modern day for the victory ribbon for the Second World War. But prior to that and the Second World War was the ribbon color for St. George's Cross, I believe. The back, you'll notice this pin. It looks straight, but when you unflick it, it pokes up. I think it's just because it's angled up or something. I don't know. So when you poke it into the actual uniform, you have to poke it at an angle. An angle, not a Saxon. Oh, come on. Historical joke. If you're not laughing, you don't know. But you gotta poke it in at an angle, and then you would have it where it sits about there in the metal on the pleat. So like that. On this medal, on the front, you'll see it has the Soviet Union, or Honor of the Soviet Union, I believe, 1st Class down in the bottom middle. And then it says on the right-hand side, 1995. On the left-hand, 1945. Has a wreath below it. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see St. Basil's Cathedral with the 8 towers representing the 8 days siege of Kazan. And then you'll see in the middle and right-hand side, the Kremlin, and then the fireworks to either side of the tower of the Kremlin. And on the other side, you see 50, some writing, laurel wreath on the sides, and I used to be able to pronounce this, I used to be able to pronounce and read this, but I know of it means, and I remember it means something along the lines of 50 years of the Great 50 years of victory in the Great Patriotic War, and then just below there, you'll see 1941 till 45. So that's that medal, and those sort of updates. Sleeve shield, still the same, POA, green backing with the naval inside of the Baltic Sea states. That I'll talk about in a separate video because it goes back to the days of the Great Revolution. Shoulder boards and collar tabs are still the same, white infantry lieutenant shoulder boards, and the black motorcycle troop East German collar tabs. You'll notice I have my lanyard for an officer. This one I believe is a post-war because it's got this bead type structure, whereas the World War II proper ones would just be a sort of spiral around a piece like this. I don't think I talked about these in the last video, but belt hooks. Belt hook holes and belt hooks. I don't like to use belt hooks. I find them just annoying to wear and uncomfortable. Because I'm an officer, I don't need them, so I don't have them, and I probably won't ever wind up getting them. So yeah. I think that's about everything. We still have my Western Front ribbon up there, which I'm going to get changed because I'm serving on the Eastern Front, so I need the Eastern Front all red with, in the middle here, a very thin black, white, red, black, well, black, white, or white, black, white, stripe going down the red center there. And I'll probably get a Eastern Front medal as well, or Ostfront medal. I believe that wraps about all the updates. Oh, no. This, my Kuban Cossack hat. I just need to get a insignia for it. I will most likely be getting a German pin eagle or cockade pin, just because of the price difference on them. I was looking at a sew-on oval shape Cossack Volunteer ROA cockade in the blue and red, as I've said. But what I have found on the internet are sew-on patches of the ROA cockade, which I'm probably just going to wind up making one, because all it is blue oval, big old blue oval, and then red oval in the center, and then you just sew it on. There's also a bunch of other ones. There's eagle pins, there's the cockade pins, there's the Cossack patch itself, which is a circular or oval olive drab color with a red cross and then white spears and an X on it for Cossack. I may just leave it. I'm basing, after I get an M43 tunic and make that my ROA infantry one, I'm gonna get a, after I get a M39, Swedish tunic, because, hold on, the ROA, I've seen images in that where they do have those, and there's a website I went on where I found, actually, images where they do have those. So I'm going to get one of those, and all I'm going to do with that one is just add on the proper ROA collar tabs, make that my private uniform, or regular infantry uniform. My M43 will be my German lieutenant uniform, And then this one will become my Cossack squad leader for the Platov Cossack Volunteer Corps, and then I'll just switch out the shield. And that will be that, I believe. I believe I've talked about everything I needed to and wanted to in this video. So that about wraps it all up. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded this one more recently. This one was just, I forgot to do this one for a little bit, and then when I finally did, about a week or so ago, I just forgot about it, got lazy, time didn't work out for me very well, and then when I had time, I just didn't want to do it, because I'm lazy. So I finally did, and the very first time I did shoot this, it took too long to upload, so I canceled it, and then I wound up forgetting about it and not redoing it and that sort of thing. But that's that, and I believe that's about it. Oh, I will be getting a probably M40 side cap for this one, or M36 side cap, and then making it the ROA private uniform, just so I can show you kind of what a private of the ROA would look like. You can probably research images and things like that, but I'm basing mine off of two to three different pictures that I'm referencing from. My Platov Cossack one is the M36, my M43 German one is a late war M43, obviously. The picture I'm referencing from is actually from the Leichspendata Adolf Hitler for the M43, because it has the SSP dot camouflage trousers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Splinter camouflage trousers, because I love Splinter camouflage, and then I'm just going to make it a Grossdeutschland Wehrmacht Panzergrenadier uniform, and then the M39 Swedish tunic, as I said, just put on the collar tabs, and that will be my ROA private uniform. So yeah, that was this video, and I think that's everything. Oh, no it's not. Another update for this was, I've never shown this in a video before, but ta-da! It's obviously a Union Jack England flag, or United Kingdom flag. I used to have a different one hanging up on this wall. I'm not going to tell you what it was. But yeah, I got this one for about $7 off eBay, and it actually puts the room together quite nicely. It's 3 feet by 5 feet, and I just love this one. So it was a well-spent investment, actually. I just got to get a flagpole or something for it, put it in like the corner or somewhere of the room, and that will be that. So I think I'll end this video in my butchery of a pronunciation of the Gaelic way for saying hello, even though this doesn't make sense. So, Digwich Red Army 1 is Anindom, which I probably butchered, but there you go, is hello, my name is Red Army 1, or Red Army 1 is my name. So yeah, I don't know, that was an my friend taught me Gaelic, or at least that phrase, which apparently the Digwich part, which probably not even is proper, that I'm saying, doesn't mean hello at all, it means God be with you. So whenever someone says that, or you hear someone say that, they're saying, God be with you, my name is. So that was my random interesting fact. So until next time, comrades, have fun, keep collecting.